Yo, 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 it's Mark and Mark's Tarot. Yo, 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 Ninja is in the building. Hey, my little angel. What's going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, I came on super late because I was watching the game. But I'm here now. I'm not going to be on too long. So I got a long day tomorrow. Okay, cool. I'm good. I got a nice Epsom salt bath. I had a good day today. I relaxed. I didn't work at all. Had lunch with my mom and dad. Overall, it was a good day. Well, my our Memorial Day was last week, Friday. Ours is before yours. I know you guys' holiday is tomorrow, but ours was Friday. We have different holidays than the States because we're a British colony. You know, British. So I had my holiday on Friday. Yep. And we have another holiday coming up on June 19th is another holiday for us. What's the matter, baby? She's gonna get something to drink. I just took her outside to pee. Now she's gonna drink a gallon worth of water. Is that right? You just want to tell everybody you're on YouTube, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, so we have another holiday coming up. It's like it's another Bermuda holiday on the 19th. So 3 more weeks we'll have another damn holiday. I'm not complaining though. It's cool. I could use a holiday. Hey Caddy, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? How you been? It's Gemini season. Oh boy. Once you go Gemini, you can't deny. Me, I'm doing good. All's good in the hood. I can't complain. Yeah, I know. I see that. Oh, that's nice, Becca. Yeah, my nephew's birthday was the 25th. He's a Gemini. I got a lot of friends that are Geminis that come in here. Their birthdays are all coming up in June. I don't really know too many May Geminis. I know a lot of June ones. Tons of June Geminis. I know. Yeah, I am. I'm super lucky to know so many beautiful Gemini women. Yeah. Us air signs gotta, stick together. Yeah. As long as you're an air sign and not an airhead, then we'll be okay. Yep, for sure. See, Ninja's in Aquarius, Becca's a Libra, Caddy's a Gemini, I'm in Aquarius. We got old air in here. Old air. See that? It's going to be good for us anyway. Damn dog. Calm down. Hey. Look. She's back there. You guys can't see. Crazy ass dog making all this damn noise. Wait till I come online to make noise. Yeah. Libra and also Gemini and Aquarius. Okay, no problem, Caddy. Air signs are compatible with each other anyway. But air fuels fire. Air is pretty much like can get along with all the fire signs to a certain extent. Because sometimes we fuel their fire too much and they get burnt. So, but I haven't dated an air sign since 2008. That's a long time ago. I dated an Aquarius chick. She was good. She was a good match. Unfortunately, it didn't work too long, but it worked good enough. It was good, but she had issues. Yeah. It was her fault, really, not mine. I'm always game, but some people are just weird like that. But I don't even know too many like air sign chicks here. Yeah, I know. Well, I've never dated any air signs to like that I know of that I can remember. Majority of the women I'm interested in or dated in the past in my lifetime have been fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sag. I can't even remember anybody else that I had like a decent relationship with or a decent connection with outside of fire. Yeah, that's cool. I don't mind. I really don't care what sign the person is. I just want, to trust the person. If I can trust the person, then I'm good to go. I don't care what sign you are. As long as you're not like an untrustworthy person, then we're going to have a problem. If I can trust you, I can love you no matter what sign you are. Because to me, all that sign shit don't really matter to a certain extent. If I can trust you, I will love you. Yeah, exactly. But see, people lie about stupid shit because they're stupid. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, like people just if you're honest from the jump, and that person can't find a lie in you or find you in a lie, then the relationship is going to be valuable. And if you find yourself wanting to lie, just slap yourself in your mouth. Don't lie. Like, just stop that shit. There's no reason to lie. You don't have to portray a fraud to get somebody. Just telling the truth will make you feel better, and it'll make the person understand that I can trust this person. Yeah, exactly. That's like me. I can't handle that shit. That's why I don't have a relationship. That's why it's hard for me to have one. Caddy, I got your donation, sweetie. You can go ahead and ask your question. I don't know if you sent the question in. No. Okay, yeah. I got it though. But that's the thing, I'm always been a trust guy. Like if I can't trust you, then I ain't gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna entertain you. And if you lie to me and I catch you, then we're not going to be friends anymore, and we're not going to be together, and we're not going to have nothing. You can tell me whatever you want, it ain't going to change nothing. I raised that red flag as soon as you lied, and I ain't going back. Because if I go back, I'm going to get lied to again. Fuck that. If you really want me, you'll work to get my my trust. If not, don't faze me. I'm fine by myself. It's cool. What can I tell you about this Scorpio? All right, let's check. All right, so what I got here with this Scorpio is this person is like, they're preoccupied and they're unwilling to make any effort. And if they do like make any effort, it'll be useless in the end. Looks like they have like money problems, or like they gamble, or they have like they risk things and then they waste money and then they have to go back and get it again. This person also like feels like women have disrespected him, so he has like a vendetta against women. Like, you know, this person would be like, yeah, I'm gonna just fuck these bitches and leave, and I don't care about them, and you know, women are just like, you know, fucked up to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been like in a relationship where it probably broke his heart really bad, and the woman did him in. So he's like, yeah, I'm not going to trust no more women. I'm just going to do what I have to with them, and that's it. But he wants a new relationship. He wants a new possibility. Like, he wants a new fling or a new, you know, possibility. But he's going to be very, you know, he's going to be like very indecisive on how he's going to go about it or what he's going to do. Like, he's going to like test you at all costs to see if you're really worth his time and his patience. He probably considers you like an acquaintance right now, or somebody that he can get with, but you know, I think that he's got a lot going on in his regular life and in his past that's going to affect any type of connection with you or with anybody in that matter. I mean, he views you as a good possibility. He likes you. He thinks you're beautiful. He thinks you're like smart. He's very optimistic when he sees you. Like, he's like, you know, I can definitely benefit from her. You know, he likes the fact that you got your shit together, got a good job, might have your finances all straight. He might look at that if he knows about that, or he thinks that. That's how he thinks about you. He's happy when he's around you or he talks to you. He knows that you're like single, so he's like, okay, well, she's single, then why? You know, or how, or you know, what can I do to get in there? So he thinks that, you know, I think things will improve between you guys, but I just think that his mindset is still like, you know, I gotta watch out because I don't want to get hurt again, or like I gotta make sure like if I come to Caddy, I gotta come correct. But I get his feelings towards you are genuine. Like, he thinks that you're a good person. He knows, like, from talking to you, if he has talked to you, he feels like, you know, inspired by, you know, his choice to be your friend or to like get with you or try to get with you. So he's like, he thinks it's going to be an advantage having you in his life. And he thinks that, you know, you're being brought together, but his personal life, he's preoccupied with his ego and with his life and like what's going on, you know. Oh no, back. That's yeah. You gotta get your charger plugged in at all times. See? But yeah, Caddy, I don't get nothing like bad from him doing something bad to you. I just think that he has like issues from the past, and he doesn't want to mix that in. Yeah, he's stuck with his ego, and he's also like he might make an effort, but then be like I'd rather hang out with my boys tonight. I ain't going out with this chick. I ain't really worried about it because I'm already been fucked over by so many women. Like I don't really give a shit. Like I don't think he's gonna like pursue you or like come towards you and like try and like if he does, it's gonna be like off and on. But I think he's got too much personal issues to like move forward. But he looks at you in a good way though. I mean, obviously. So he doesn't have anything against you. I just think he's got his own personal issues. Like he's trying to get his finances back up and good. He's trying not to make any risks, any changes. Like he's not really like wanting to like completely commit in a relationship unless he's got his shit together, which is what most men, aim for. Unless they got some stupid woman giving them money and pampering them like some baby and you know. Let me just check something for you real quick. Gotta make sure this guy is good enough for you, because can't have him like, fucking around. Slap him. Yeah. And I asked like how things are gonna be between you and him in the next 30 days. And I don't think he's gonna like I think he's like really trying he's gonna, talk to you and stuff. And he might message you and he might text you or, hit you up here and there. But I think that, his heart's still broken and he's disappointed because he thinks like, here's another fine ass woman in my life. She'll probably break my fucking heart or, yeah. If he hasn't asked for your number, I think he will. And I think he'll communicate with you in the next 30 days. Like you might get like he might text you or he might call you or something once he gets his number. Once he gets your number, I mean. But I think that he's like too busy worrying about his past and like it's possible. If he's a young guy like your age or younger, if he's younger than you, then like I would say that he's more like persistent and being patient, but he's also worried about his work. Like he doesn't want to like have two things at once going on, like like a potential relationship. Yeah, yeah, he's younger. Yeah, I see a young guy here that's like being trying to be responsible and reliable to his work, but I think that he's really like he's still got like this past energy going on where he's mad about his past. So I would say, to be honest, don't expect too much from this in the right now, but in the next 30 days he can possibly like talk to you. If he doesn't like text you, he'll talk to you. He'll be like, oh hey, how you doing, how's things, blah blah blah. So if it isn't texting, it's like visual, like one-on-one talking. He'll see you and he'll say something to you or whatever. But whatever communication it is, it should be some communication of enjoyment, like just laugh or whatever or talk or whatever. But I don't see nothing concrete though. Yeah, so you'll talk to him here and there. Yeah. So you'll talk to him when you do those things. In the next 30 days, it looks like, there's going to be communication. But I think that he's like too caught up in his past. He's like not willing to make an effort to like be in a relationship because of what goes on in his life. So I would say, I'm being honest, don't expect too much. But there is like, communication and things like that. Yeah. So I just think it's more on his end where he's like, I don't know what I want to do, you know. But yeah, nothing bad. I don't get nothing like bad, like he's some weirdo or something like that. I just think that he's got past issues. He probably hasn't got over his ex, you know. Oh, I mean, of course you do, you know. You got it like that, see. Yeah. Yeah, I think he needs time to heal, and I think he just needs to get over it because I think he just has, some men and women, not just men, but some men and women, like when they break up with somebody that they've known for a long time, they need time to heal, or they get to this point where like they're like, I don't really want a relationship because I just finished coming out of a bad one, so like I'm not ready to get back in one. I think he's like that type of person. Oh yeah, he's probably like, yeah, here we go. This chick's like interested in me, and yeah, I think so. I think it's gonna hold him back, but I would, like I said, don't expect anything too much from it because he's still disappointed from his past or his last relationship. Like I'm hearing things from spirit, but I just want to confirm. Yeah, I like he's still. Yeah, of course. I think he's still like thinks about his ex and still like wants to he feels like the cycle hasn't ended yet, but he knows that she doesn't want him back. But he would like to offer her like a chance again. So I still feel like my suspicions are right. And from what I hear like in my head from spirit, like he's still caught up on his ex. Like he has a slim hope that something will get back, like they'll get back together or something like that. Like if he were to offer her like the chance, she would take it, but he knows that it's not worth it. So I think it might have been fresh for him to like that he's got off of this relationship, like it was a fresh thing, like he might have been in a relationship this year. So yeah, I would say give it time, just get to know him and just see how it goes. That's all. But I don't get nothing bad. I just think that he's disappointed still in his last woman there. But if anybody that can make him heal better, it'll be Caddy. You know, just keep contact, make him smile. He'd be like, yeah, that's what's up. And the best thing to do is just communicate, say hello, whatever. Just be cool with him and see where it goes. Yeah, if you're not in a hurry for anything, then we can still have our bathroom adventures, our bathtub adventures. It's all good. He won't know. Oh shit, did I just say that? And then it's all good. We can still have our Epsom salt baths together. Don't worry about him. He'll never know nothing. He'll prime you up for me at school. Oh shit. He's not going to be giving you any birthday sex, but I will. So it'll be all good. Shit. I got to stop telling everybody everything. Yeah, he'll just have to catch you on your next birthday. This birthday is dedicated for me, so it's all good. Yeah, oh hell no, no hoe in the window shit. No, 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 no. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know you're waiting. It's okay. Don't worry. Soon come. Soon come. Yeah, it's June 15th. All depends. Trust me, I would love to go away. I almost went away last night. I mean, not last night. I almost went away last week, but unfortunately, uh, you know, it didn't work out. And then my auntie passed away last Sunday, and then now we have we were supposed to go to her funeral, but now we can't. All this shit, like everything just went like, the opposite way. So we're like, fuck, man, we can't even go away. We can't do this. We can't do that. Hey, Philomena, how you doing? Thanks. So my mom's upset because she can't go. Then my sister's resigning from her job. So like, if it was next week, I would have went to Canada and see her funeral. But everything just went backwards. Like, it's weird. Like, hey, some things are just not meant to be. So you're like, whatever. So I have her funeral's on Wednesday, and it's gonna be on Zoom. So I'm like, cool. That's good. At least we get to my mom and I and my sister can watch the funeral on a Zoom call. Like, so they're gonna like record, like put it on Zoom so we can watch it live, which is cool. I never even thought about that, but yeah, at least we got to watch it because they're so far away. They're in British Columbia. So from here to British Columbia is like 3 different flights. Then we got to drive 2 hours. So by the time we were to get there, it was like not even worth it. So it's a pain in the ass being far away from family. But at least we get to see it on Zoom, so it's all good. All right, Becca, let me see what I got for you, and then I'll answer your question, Philomena. So let me get back a message. Like, I want to go away so bad because I'm allowed to now, right? And it's just like, I just keep getting put back all the time. Oh, yeah, right. Twin blame. For you, it's twin flame. For me, it's twin blame. See, I get blamed for everything. All right, your first card is I feel safe in the silence. Yes, I know. Plus, I got a nice message by you today, so I'm kind of happy and looking forward to it. No other compares to you. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. Yeah, the Capricorn Devil came up. I don't deal with that. No thanks. This looks like BD. Still in your energy. Still thinking about your booty. Yeah. Oh, I know. Hey, it might be the Capricorn that dissed us. She might be still like reminiscing, Yeah. I never thought about that until just now. Okay, Caddy, no problem, sweetie. I'll be here. Philomena, you can go ahead and ask your question. Yeah, I know she's obsessed with us, so she might be like, her energy might be still there. She might be like, I wonder if I should. Too late, sweetheart. It ain't working. I would say a couple years ago, I had a crazy Capricorn acting crazy. So I know they're kind of a little bit, whack and obsessed. Oh, I can believe it. It's all good. Yeah, that's how people are. There, people are like that. You can't change stupid. So unfortunately, some people are always going to be crazy, and some people are always going to be doing stupid shit because they want attention. You know, that's how people get attention. And a lot of Capricorns, not all Capricorns, but a lot of Capricorns love attention. So they have to be the center of attention, and they have like narcissistic behaviors. Not all Capricorns, but some I know are like that. They have that narcissistic behavior, like they want to be the center of attention. They know everything. You can't tell them nothing. I just sit back and I'm like, yeah, okay, there. Yeah, yeah. I mean, because we didn't expect it, you know. But it's all good. Crap kills, you know. All right, Philomena, you said my question is me and Daniel are started hanging out again. What are his intentions for me? All right, let's check, Philomena. Mm, hmm. I got some mixed emotions and mixed intentions here, Philomena. I think that he really like to him you brighten up his day. Like he's happy when he's around you. He's satisfied when he's around you. He feels optimistic. He feels happy. He feels like he's known you from the past, and talking to you in the present is good. He likes that. Um, he feels satisfied when he talks to you. But the problem is he's the type of person that he'll do whatever it takes to get what he wants, but his intentions is not real. Like he's still like he'll talk to you and he'll try and get whatever he can get from you. But as far as like love and being consistent and changing, he's still not going to do that. I don't see him like being consistent and being like having a good heart and really like wanting to be in any type of relationship or anything like that. Welcome back, Caddy. So Philomena, I would say that don't get your hopes up too much. I just think that he likes to be around you and likes to talk to you and admires you, but he's not a faithful person. Like he's not gonna like be faithful to you, or he's not gonna like want to be in a serious relationship or anything like that. He's like whatever, you know. I mean, like I think that he's not ready for all of that, and he's not wanting that. He just enjoys your company and says, "Yeah, look at me. I'm talking to this fine chick. Look at me. I'm got attention or whatever." But he's happy to talk to you. But as far as like being a serious relationship and have good intentions, no, I don't see that. And I also see another woman involved here. He likes somebody else, but he can't trust the person. So, and the person can't trust him. So he fears like failure. He fears like something going bad. He fears like somebody's going to give him his own medicine, is what I'm getting. So yeah, Philomena, I would say don't get your hopes up with that. I mean, his intentions aren't real. And if you got the feeling, then your feeling is confirmed. Unfortunately, you know, he's not going to be doing anything good. He doesn't really have any serious intentions. I mean, he likes you and all that, but as far as like, you know, being loyal and faithful, I don't see that. I see some other woman around him as well. You'll be disappointed if you keep doing. I would say just be cool, whatever, and just like don't be too hopeful that something good's gonna come out of it. It's actually pretty sad how people treat people and how people just like, you know, relationships are too difficult unless you're like lucky and you find somebody that's really decent. But finding a decent person is very, very hard these days. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? How you been? Caden wants your phone. He's gonna watch me. Hi, Caden. Uncle Marky's here. A lot of people say to me, oh Mark, you're gonna be fine. You'll find somebody one day, or somebody's gonna find you. I hear that all the time, right? And I say to the person who says that to me, I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Hey Santina, how are you? I'm doing good, thanks, Virgo. But I tell people like, look, I'm fine by myself. If I never find anybody for the rest of my life, it ain't gonna affect me because I love myself. I love me. I love what I do. I love my family. I love my friends. I love my job, my life. I don't need nobody to complete me. But if I do get lucky one day and find somebody decent that I can actually trust and love and show them who I am, and they accept who I am for who I am, then that's a blessing to me. I'll be happy. But who's to say it's going to last for more than 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Who's going to say it's going to last forever? But, I'm willing to try. I'm willing to take the risk. Sure. And I'm sure everybody in this room would love a decent relationship too. Everybody wants, most people would love to have a decent relationship. But the problem is I think everybody takes their past experiences into the present and hope for the future. And see, that's where a lot of people go wrong, because you should always give, a decent person at least a chance, to prove themselves. Now, if you're giving people a chance and they're not proving themselves, then you're doing a good thing by getting rid of them and taking the red flag and running with it and keeping on the pull and say, I ain't doing that road. Hell no. But if you go out, if you start to date somebody and you see the red flag and you get lied to and you get dissed, or it doesn't look like it's going to happen, then don't hold on to hope. Hold on to your heart so it doesn't get broken, and don't deal with that person ever again. You got to cut people off right away. So that way you bring in the real person. Because the more you hold on to that person that you doubt, it's going to be harder for you to let go in the end, because you're going to get comfortable with bullshit. That's my opinion, I'm not a know-it-all when it comes to these things, but it's a fact that, a lot of people, they just don't want to they say to themselves, oh, well, I can't find better. But what if you're not meant to find better? What if you're meant to not be with anybody and just be with yourself, or your son, or your daughter, or your family? Who cares if you're not in a relationship? There's no law out there where you have to get married, There's no law out there where you have to be in a relationship. It's not mandatory for you to be with somebody. There's people who are with somebody and not happy. I know more people now in 2023. I know more people now that are unhappy in their marriages and relationships than ever. I can't name 10 people on my hand, both my hands. It's hard for me to say for one hand, but I can tell you 10 people that I know that are married that are happy, completely happy, and completely willing to tell you they're happy. But I can name 10 couples that have problems and are on the brink of divorce. You got me? Yeah, I mean, that's cool, Caddy. We all have that same vibe. I feel we all want somebody decent, but and we should never give up. And there's always a possibility. And you know what? people think they're gonna find the perfect person. That's not gonna happen either. And some people say, "Oh, well, Mark, you talk like, you're never gonna find the perfect person, or there is no perfect." I'm not talking like that. I'm just saying that when you reach a certain age, you understand what it's all about. And when you reach a certain age, it's harder to find somebody that hasn't been through the same bullshit or has been through shit and gives you a hard time getting into their heart. And ain't nobody gonna tell me that shit don't exist, because it does. When you find somebody in their 40s or their late 30s, they've been through the ringer. So it's gonna be harder for you to get their heart. You can get their coochie. You can have sex with them probably because they'll give in, because they have the urge maybe. To have sex with somebody is easy. Some people. But but some people have morals and values and they don't care about that. They'll save themselves, and be like, I don't need to have sex to feel happy. I want to have sex with somebody I love, and they'll stay celibate forever. And that's fine. Who cares? If you ain't had sex for 4 or 5 years, who gives a fuck? Sex is not everything in life. And if your peers or your people around you say, "Oh, you ain't had no dick in fucking 5 years, what the hell is wrong with you? You better go out and get some dick, girl." Or if they say to me, "Oh, Mark, you gotta go get some coochie. You ain't had none in a year or two or three or four or five. Oh, it's something wrong with you, man. You gotta go get some." Why? Why am I gonna fuck a random person and risk getting an STD, or risk getting my feelings hurt, or get myself comfortable with just fucking somebody? That's not a life. That's not a life to live. That's stupid. But that's my opinion. You can be a hoe all you want. I don't care. It don't make no difference to me. You ain't gonna be my hoe, so I ain't worried about it. you know? Yeah, a hoe days have been behind me. I never really was anyway, but yeah. Yeah, Santina. I mean, as you get older, I feel it's more difficult because at our age, we know what we want. So if we're not gonna get what we want, we just settle for nothing. We just say, okay, well, I'm cool by myself. And that's what I explained to my sister today. She's getting a divorce and she's like, I don't even want nobody else. I can't see myself dating anybody no time soon because what I've been through, with this idiot. And I'm like, look, you see me, I'm a perfect example for you. I've never been married. I don't have kids. Because I'm not just going to get married and have kids with a random person that is going to disrespect me. And I don't want my child growing up with some crackhead mom or with a broken family. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. And if it happened to me, then I would deal with it, obviously. But that's just me. Like, I'm not going to get myself involved in no drama. But who's to say I can date you today, and then 5 years from now, you cheat on me. Or I get bored of your dumb ass because you don't want to do anything. You want to stay home and watch Netflix. I can't handle that. I'm like I like to stay home. Yes, I like to be a hermit, but I like to go out as well. And have fun, but not at a club. Go out. I mean, like go on a trip, or do shit like that and have fun. Go on vacation together. Go explore the world. Life's too short to be home all day, fucking, cooking, and watching stupid ass movies. I ain't gonna time. These girls nowadays want to stay home. Can we have a movie night? Bitch, I ain't got no movie nights around here. I ain't watching no fucking bullshit movies. No, I ain't watching no movies. I'm not into that shit. We're gonna watch some sports maybe, or we'll go to a game, or we'll go out somewhere and have a nice dinner or something. Go on vacation or go to a park. I ain't sitting home on no couch watching those stupid ass bullshit movies that don't make no sense. I'm not that person. You don't want that life? That's not me. I want to go out and do things, have fun. go into nature and like go fishing or like go on a boat or something like that or do some nice shit. I don't want to be home being bored watching a damn movie cuddled on a couch. Yeah, we can do it once in a while, whatever. If it's raining and we can't do nothing, I'll watch a movie or whatever. But I ain't doing that shit every week. Hell no. See, that's where these women got me fucked up. If you think I'm gonna be home with you watching movies on a couch all weekend, no. I tried to get one guy to take me to a baseball game. He told me it costs too much. Tickets are $50 a piece. I told him I'll pay for mine. He said no. What? $50? Fuck. Let me tell you something. I was supposed to go watch the Celtics game last week, and the tickets were $1,000, and I was willing to pay for it and go because it's something that I want to do, and I haven't been away in 3 years. But I was like, fuck that! I'm not spending no $1,000 on a ticket, just for 3 hours of basketball. And I'm like, and what if they lose? And they did lose that game, and I was like, yeah, fuck that. No. Well, you guys, you got the Thunder, and you got like, the Oakland A's baseball. I don't mind watching other teams. It don't bother me. I just like going. I like going to any sports game. It don't matter. You guys got NASCAR out there and all sorts of shit. See, Bermuda don't have nothing like that. So it's like, here it's boring. Well, it's boring to me because I live here. There's not really no serious sports stuff going on here. But like here, you can go fishing, you can go swimming, you can like go sightseeing. There's always something to do. Bermuda's like, a tourist place, but it's nice for me. I love it here. It's my home. But when I go to the States, like I want to go shopping and I want to go to the games and shit. And I would love to like do that with someone. But these women nowadays, they're boring, man. They just want to stay home and watch movies. I can't deal with that shit. I'm not a movie guy. See, I don't watch movies like that because movies are full of shit. Santine, I just got your donation. Thanks, sweetie. I'll give you your general, whatever comes out. Okay, cool, no problem. Thanks. Hockey used to be a big deal here. Yeah. Well, I like all sports, like and I would love to go with my girlfriend to watch games and have fun, but a lot of the women that I've dealt with, they don't like sports like that, or they go for my rival team, and I'll probably end up, having a fight. So, well, I'm saying, I like, don't get me wrong, like I'll watch a movie with my girl. But it ain't gonna happen every day and every weekend. Like that's boring. Hey Cindy, how are you, sweetie? So like that's the thing. Like I'm not the type of guy that wants to cuddle on a couch at the age of 46 and watch fucking watch fucking Pretty in Pink or some shit like that. I'm not watching shit like that with no girl. Like that's like, when I'm in your 20s or something like that. I'll watch a movie, but like now at this age, life's too short to be sitting on the couch watching some bullshit movie that I'm already watched, or watch these new movies with these fucking people flying through the sky and all sorts of crap that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to be out doing things. Like we can go shopping, we can go fishing, swimming, we can go like anywhere. We can go sightseeing, go on vacation. Go like in Bermuda, there's a lot of shit to do, for a couple, See, Cindy said she'll go to any game with me. See, I'm willing to do that. See, I'll go anywhere. Like, I love that shit. Like, I love a woman that will go to a game and have fun. That's what I like. A woman that wants to stay home and watch movies and like clean the house and wash clothes all day and then do nothing and be like, oh, hey, babe, I made you lasagna. Or after lasagna, we're going to watch a movie. And then after that, we're going to go to bed. We are? No, you are, not fucking me. Yeah. Fuck that shit. I ain't watching no damn Netflix eating bonbons and popcorn on the couch and cuddling and all that shit. Man, fuck that shit's old shit. That shit's you do in your 20s. I'm in my 40s. I ain't doing that shit. And some women be like, well, you're boring. You want no, that's boring because you want to watch movies all day. I don't even own Netflix. I don't want that shit. You know? Well, in the 20s, you know, people do that. And when I was in my 20s, I was watching movies with my friends. I would take my girl to the movie theater. You know, I remember going to movie theaters and watching the latest movie with my girlfriend and shit like that. That would be nice. Nice. I liked all that shit. But I'm not staying home at no 46 years old with my girl talking about we're watching fucking, you know, reruns and bullshit movies. No, 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 no. Hell no. Yeah, hell no. Life's too short at this age to be watching the damn movies. And the movies nowadays are full of shit. You know, they're all lies and bullshit, fake ass shit. The only movie I want to watch next month is Transformers. That's my shit. You know, I'll watch Transformers with my girl. You know, I'll watch Transformers. That's cool. I'll watch that. That's the type of movies I like. But I ain't watching no like, you know, love shit and fucking the Hallmark Channel and all that bullshit and all this love crap. No, no. Oh, hell no. I don't watch horror movies because I have nightmares. I can't watch horror movies because that shit fucks with my, like, you know, my psychic abilities. And, like, I can't see devilish things or vampires and all that. That shit fucks with me. I can't see horror movies. It don't matter. It messes with my my abilities. Yeah, I know Pretty in Pink. I can tolerate that, right? But like, I ain't watching the Hallmark Channel. No. Playing Christmas movies, you know, during fucking Easter or some shit like that. Like, I ain't watching that shit, man. Come on, man. Yeah, Transformers. I can't wait to watch the new one. All right, Santina, let's see what I got for you. Now, my sister watches all that shit, and I was like, how the hell do you watch this shit? Like, are you serious? And she's like, shut up. This is so nice. I'm like, this is why? You're whack. I can't watch this shit. You must be nuts. I can't watch movies like that. And people diss me like, oh, you ain't watched this movie before? I'm like, no. I don't really watch TV like that. I watch sports. That's about it. And the news and the weather sometimes, if it's interesting. Or a good fishing show or some shit like that. Something productive. I don't like to watch bullshit. All right, Santina, let's see what we have for you. Yeah, I mean, some movies I've watched in the past where I really like them. But I can't watch a movie 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row. Like, I can't watch it. Like, if I watch the movie now and I watch it again like a year from now, I can't do that because I'm already watched it. So why am I gonna watch it again? But I know some people that watch movies over and over, and I'm like, you don't get bored of watching this shit? Like, it's the same shit. You already know what's gonna happen. This is like dumb as heck. But oh well, go ahead. Whatever floats your boat. All right, Santina, what I got here is in the next few weeks, somebody might come to you and ask you for money. Don't do that because you won't get it back. If you do that, that's up to you. I think that there is someone who thinks that you have money to just give away, or just like, you know, they're going to come to you because they know that you'll give it to them. So be aware of that issue. Like I said, you do whatever you want with your money, but this person is like banking on getting something from you at least. or they're going to try. This person has anxiety. They're very patient. They're very impatient, uneasy, and like they might act, a certain way. Like, come on, like you gotta give me this. Like I need it. I'll pay you back, and blah blah blah. I'm gonna have a job, and I'm gonna give it back to you. So they might give you this like long story about, learning them money or giving them money so that way, and they'll give it back to you eventually, right? Um, if you have like a job if you have a job right now and you're working and you're in like high demand or you really do good at your job, you might have more work or it might get really busy for you in the coming weeks. If you're looking for a job, then you might get a job where you might use your artistic abilities, or you might use if you work where you use your hands a lot, like you can be really like useful to someone in your work area. Like you just be in like great demand. You'll be busy and things like that. There's also like a man around you. He's like pretty honest and devoted and friendly. You might meet this person, or if you know them who it is already, this person's like they might have a beard or like facial hair, and they're like a good honest person. They could be smart and they might give you advice. You might talk to this person over the next 30 days. Could be your boss, or it just could be somebody that you know that gives you advice or talks to you and you like talking to them. And there's going to be conversations between you and them. If it is somebody that you work with, then it's probably like a decent person that you can trust and talk to about work and about life and about things like that. But try not to invest in anything where money is like a factor. Like try not to spend any type of unnecessary money if you have to. If you do spend money, like be aware of what you're spending. It might be an unwise investment or unwise thing to do. If you're looking for more money, the only way you're gonna get it is through any type of work or like work related situations to do with a man. Um, you might be asked to like invest in something. If you do, be careful. Just make sure like you get the right information and don't put too much into it because it might not work out in your favor. But work looks good if you are working. Work looks good for you, and people at work will like admire you or like ask you for advice or something like that, or just be like courteous towards you and be like, okay, yeah, I want to come see you, Santina, because you know what's up, and I need your advice. And then people might be coming to you, and you might be like, why is everybody coming to me all of a sudden? Like I'm not the only one here. And like you might be the center of attraction at work, or you might like it might be your turn to have like more work or invest more time into work. You might meet somebody at your job if you deal with the public. There's also like a man that you can have an argument with, or he has like a temper problem. This person is like a bad influence and they're very insecure. They could be like a fake friend or somebody who's like, has tried to take advantage of you in the past. They might try it again. So just be aware of like a man as well. Like I see good things for you, but I also see like a person here that can be a pain in the ass and just self-destruct and try to embarrass you or try to make you seem like you're the problem or something like that. So you might have an argument with the man in the next 30 days as well. To just like be aware of that and just like try not to give it your energy. Try not to like take a role in this person's like, insecurities and just the way they are. Yeah, he's very insecure. Like this person might lie to you or say things to you, and you're gonna be like, this guy just don't stop lying, or he just doesn't stop bullshitting. I don't know why he's like that. So like you might say something to trigger an argument, or he might say something to trigger an argument, and you might be like, you know what? I'm just telling you this, and this. If you don't want to listen to it, then that's your problem. But I think that this person is like a know-it-all, or they like have like they're trying to tell you to do something and you don't want to do it, or you're telling them how they should do something, and they might not want to take your advice, and they might be like, you know what, I'm not listening to you, I'm still going with what I'm doing, I don't care what the consequences are, blah 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 blah. But this person can also like try to get some information out of you, and you're not willing to give them any information or even give them the time of day. But just watch out for their temper, and they're gonna try and make like things with them an obstacle. Like they're gonna try and make things difficult, and their insecurities is definitely there. So just watch your tone with them, and try not to trigger any type of like argument, because it's not gonna end well. Like they might say things to offend you and things like that. Just call me, I'll kick his ass. Yeah, that's all. No, I'm not a violent person. I take that back. But if I have to, I'll smack him up for you. But if he's bigger than me, I'll be like, hey, bro, what's up, bro? Hey, what's all good, man? All good. When he ain't looking, I'll just hit him with a piece of wood or something. And then we just run. Yeah, I'll just say, hey, look at that plane over there. He'll look and I'll whop. And then me and you just run like hell. So you won't get up. Especially if I don't hit him good enough, Yeah, I'm getting like the same energy as I pull more cards. I just see like a temperamental person. I think that he might blow his temper and say something bad. So just like ignore his ass. Just tell him that you have like, a brother in Bermuda that will kick his ass. So that's all. Just tell him you have like a Puerto Rican brother. Like don't tell him Portuguese, because they probably scare him. Just tell him like I'm Puerto Rican or something like that. Like I'm an essay, gang member or some shit. Otherwise, that sentient, I don't see nothing bad. Like I just think that this person's got a bad energy, and they might fuck around or say stupid shit. So not to get hurt, just stay away from them. But work life, money, it's good in the next 30 days. Like if you are working in a place where you're in the public eye, or you deal with public, then you might meet somebody and that catches your eye, or just you have a good conversation with, and the person's decent. If you're not dealing with like public like people, or you just working like with a little bit of people, there could be a guy there that helps you work, or just makes you feel good or whatever. But try not to lend money or spend money in the next 30 days, like unnecessarily. Like don't take any risks. Yeah, Marky to the rescue. It's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah, it's possible you can meet a nice guy. He could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I got the King of Wands. An honest guy, someone who's educated, someone who's like probably got a child as well, like a fatherly person. He might have a family or something, or he just might be the type of guy that's yeah. If you do take risks, just don't take risks with money, because any type of money risk will be a bad investment, or it'll be a loss. Or if you do like spend money, it might give you anxiety, like fuck, I shouldn't have done that, or should I have done that, or should I do this? So you're gonna be like kind of impatient and uneasy when it comes to like somebody might offer you a deal, and you might be like, fuck, should I take this or not? So my advice is not to take it. even though it might sound too good to be true. So you might meet somebody though, in the next 30 days, might be like work. So if you work in a place where you meet people or you see people like every day, like the person might, catch your eye and you might conversate with the person. Like the person looks at you and says, "Oh yeah, she looks, she dresses well or she looks well. Look at her hair, looks good." Like you might catch the person's eye with your looks, with like the way you dress. So if you want to dress sexy the next couple, weeks, then go for it. Get your groove on. Why not? You know, leave nothing to the imagination. Wear something. If you goddamn, if you're looking bootylicious, then you can put something on to make your booty look good. So then God will be looking, saying, "Oh goddamn," you know. Hey, do whatever you want. You know how you women roll. You always wear things that provocative, you know, clothing. And if you feel like feeling frisky in the next couple of days, go for it. Why not? Yeah. Yeah. Don't try to do it, girl. Go for it. Why not? It's fucking right. Go for it. Hey, I do my best every day too. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, dressing in your, I mean, you know what, Cindy? I know we're all joking around or whatever, but I'm like everybody, I tell everybody my age, I'm 46, and you see how I dress, right? Younger people used to tell me back like about when I first came on here, I had a few idiots used to say, "Oh, you're in your 40s, you don't dress like it." And I'm like, I didn't know there was a dress code for age groups. And he goes, "Of course there is. You gotta look like, at least look your age." I said, "Well, you jealous because I look younger and I'm older?" I said, "Since when there is a dress code for a certain age?" So, as some people that are older, they want to dress younger so they can feel younger. I know some people that are like 20 something and they dress like Little House on the Prairie, if you know what I'm talking about. Some women they wear short skirts, some women wear long ass dresses that go past, to their ankles. Some women wear high heels, some women don't. I'm not, it's a thing, Yeah, Little House on the Prairie, women they still dress like that. Yeah, exactly. That's like me. I've had younger people say, "Oh yeah, you wear fitted caps and you wear like, sneakers and shit. You should be wearing polo shirts." I'm like, "What? I wear what the fuck I want. You out of your mind? I'm wearing whatever gear I feel like wearing. You don't like it, that's your problem." But people used to say that shit about me. They used to come in here and say, "Oh yeah, look at you. You dress like you're in the '90s or some shit like that." And I'm like, "I dress with the fuck every way I like. You don't like it, that's your business." I really don't care what anybody says about me and how I dress. I really don't. But like I always tell people, it ain't no dress code for me. Yeah, I know, Sydney. I know you're playing around. But I'm just saying, like when you said that, I was like, you know what? I remember when people do say that shit because, you know, a lot of people say that shit about me. Like people always like stereotype me or judge me because I apparently dress like I'm in the '90s. Like any people wear fitted caps and t-shirts and shit like that and sneakers at my age? Who fucking cares? There's no dress code for my age. I'm not no businessman to be wearing no suits and shit and polo shirts. I don't wear that shit unless I'm going up. Thanks, Santina. I appreciate it. I love my caps too. And I get more and more every day. Dancing, people say, look at the old lady going to concerts. People be like, how does she know the words? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Cindy. And that's the thing. Like I feel like I bond to any age group. My nephews, are younger, way younger than me, and I connect with them, and we all have a good time. They try to dress like me, and they're 14 and 16, and they always try to like dress like me, wear the same shit as me. They always want to look good and like wear like Air Force Ones and jeans and t-shirts and shit. And they don't really like caps too much, but I've given them a couple, and I don't care. Like anybody can dress the way they want. And, like if you're like an older woman and you dress like sexy, I like that. You know, it makes me feel like you don't care what people think, and if it makes you feel good wearing that, because some older women, like in their 60s, they can dress sexy, and because they got the body to do it. And some women who have a good body, they don't show their body with their clothes because they just don't have that confidence, or they don't have that self-esteem, or they just don't dress that way. They dress like a hippie, or they dress baggy shit so you don't see their real parts. That's all good. I don't, everybody to each their own. Yeah, I see. But that's cool. Like I don't mind that. Yeah, there you go, Caddy. See? Yeah. Let me tell you something. As a man, as a grown man at my age, if I see a woman my age dressing sexy and dressing good, I like that. It's good. I love seeing a woman that's older dress younger, or dress like so-called younger, or just dress like professional and just look good. What's wrong with that? Look, I have a client. She's almost 80 years old and she still dresses like she's young. And she don't care. She's going around the house wearing yoga pants and a top and shit like that, like she's exercising, but she don't exercise nothing but her mouth. But she'll wear like, yoga pants at almost 80 years old. She don't give a fuck. She don't care. And not like I'm looking at her or something, but I'm like, fuck, this woman's old as fuck. She's going around here wearing spandex and acting like she's 20. But some people will judge her. I don't. I really don't care. Hey, go girl. Do whatever you want. You're 80, fuck it. Who cares? You don't give a fuck. If I have an almost 80-year-old wife and she's wearing yoga pants around the house, I won't even need no Viagra because I'll be getting so excited just watching her and those type of things. Yeah, exactly. I agree 100%. See, you see what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel the same way. See, I'm the type of guy. I want my woman to look good. I want her to dress the way she wants, as long as it's not like slutty or hoish and shit. Then that's cool. But you want to wear like shit that's like not in your age bracket according to others. I don't fucking care. As long as you look sexy, I'll be fucking happy. Like, yeah, whole classy. Yeah, that's cool if you want to call it that. Yeah, that's a good way to call it. That's a good thing. I just don't like women who like show too much. Like, if you're with me, you don't need to show all that cleavage. You don't need to show your body parts like that. Cause you're with me, sweetheart. You gotta save that shit for me. You ain't gotta show all these guys all that cleavage and all that ass. You know? Yeah, some cleavage is cool, but like don't dress like some dirty ass hoe. You know? You ain't going nowhere with me looking like that. I'll have to fucking like take a gun with me and they'll be looking at my girl. I'm not like that anyway. I really don't care. Yeah, please do. I'll rate it. Nah, I'm not against anything like that. I'm the type of person, if nah, it's different. If you're my girlfriend or my wife and you dress super sexy and you want to look good and makes you feel good, then I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna say I ain't going nowhere if you looking like that. As long as it's presentable and it's like, it's in the range of, you know, not overdoing it, then that's fine. You know what I don't like is a woman that wears something too short and she's constantly trying to push it down. That's like the dumbest thing I think women do. Is you wear something that's so short that if you bent over, everybody's gonna see what you have for breakfast. Like that's just stupid. Like when I see these girls out here with these mini skirts and they're constantly pushing it down as they walk, that don't make no sense. You look like an idiot. You look like you got two sizes too small. Like just get a little bit more inches on there, sweetheart. So that way you don't have to push it down every 5 seconds. If you're pushing your skirt down, you're an idiot. Like that don't make no sense. Yeah, exactly, Caddy. That's what I'm talking about. You know? Yeah, but see that, but like it, I understand like some women, but like just get a bigger size, like so you don't have to push that shit down. That doesn't make no sense. Oh yeah, hell yeah, I agree, Cindy. Yeah, or lingerie is definitely for behind closed doors. I don't want you to be wearing that out. You know, or them hips make it go up and down, but that's cool as long as you're not like constantly. I've been out recently, like in the grocery store or something like that, where I saw this young tall girl pulling her skirt down, and I'm like, and then I saw this. It was windy the other day, and this girl was literally holding her groceries like this, and her other hand was holding her dress down. Like it's windy outside. Why would you wear a dress that's short to the grocery store? Don't you know that when you go outside, the wind's gonna blow that shit up, and everybody's gonna see what you have for breakfast, or see your underwear and shit, or your thong, or your ass, or you might be commando lord. All I know, I don't know. So why are you gonna wear shit like that if you know it's windy and you're gonna have a bag of groceries in one hand? Come on, sweetheart. Like really? I saw this girl. I think it was last week. I was cracking up. I was in my car. I was like, this girl is crazy. Like you didn't know this windy today, sweetheart? Don't be wearing that shit here. I almost got out of the car and like went in front of her and like kind of like did a joke and like cover her, but she probably would have slapped me with her grocery bag or something. She probably would have took offense to me. Hmm. Yeah, I understand sometimes, but I'm just joking and shit. But I just think that you know some women they know, but they just do it on purpose to get attention. Well, see, yeah, that's the thing. See? Hey, some of these women that go to the grocery store, they feel no way. These people be going grocery store in their pajamas, no underwear. You can see their eyes jingling everywhere, and I'm like looking at this shit, like, what the hell is going on with these people? What's wrong with you, damn man? Then I saw this girl with these slippers with that big fuzzy thing on it. I said, "What you?" And then she's dragging her feet. I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with these people?" Hey Tristan, how you doing? I'm doing good. How's the trip? No, definitely they didn't look at themselves before they left because they still got dry skin and all sorts of shit. some of these people they just wear like crazy shit to the grocery store. And I'm like, what are you doing coming here looking like this? I mean, I know there's no dress code for the grocery store. Yeah, Egypt, yeah. A lot of fun. That's good, man. I'm glad you had a lot of fun. That's good. Yeah, last time I saw you, you said you were in Egypt and you were like, you said you just checking in or whatever, and then that was it. Yeah. You said you were having fun, dude. So that's good, man. I'm glad you had a good trip. Yeah, I mean, if you're a teenager, that's cool and all that. But like people here, they tear the ass out of that. Like I've seen so many people, so many. It's not guys, obviously. It's girls, like women, like in their 20s or younger, maybe. They'll be walking in the grocery store in pajamas and shit, SpongeBob pajamas with some fucking whack ass slippers on. And like, I'm like, what's wrong with these damn people? You just got out of bed and came to the grocery store, right? All right, there, cool. And I don't really care what they're doing, but to me, like it's kind of funny. I'm like, you really wearing your pajamas and your slippers to you can't get changed before you come here? You know? The best is like some of these women who wear their hair rollers and like a hair net and they go to the grocery store. I'm like, you couldn't leave that shit home and like fix your hair before you came here? You might meet somebody, you know what I'm saying? You coming on here with your hair rollers and a hair net? What the fuck's wrong with you, man? Yeah, I'm seeing it all here, man. I'm seeing it all. But I laugh at it like because I know people don't give a shit. See, and I'm not judging these people. I'm just saying, like me, I just think it's fun. I like seeing like different people do different shit. I'm like, yeah, you can see she don't give a shit. Yeah, I mean, I do in a way. Yeah, well, see, we have like a place here that's like Walmart. I went there today with my sister. We have a place here. It's called Gorham's Limited. It's like a big Walmart, and I had to go get like some stuff for work and things that I needed. My sister wanted to go for the drive, and then she ended up buying some stuff that she needed. So I saw one of my friends from high school, and then I saw like a few other people that haven't seen in a while at the store. It's Sunday, and then it's like some people there, like, and I'm like, what the fuck are you wearing? Like, did you look at yourself before you came in here? But hey, some people just don't give a shit, and that's cool, you know. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, see, some people would just have a dress code. I just can't stand when people say, "Oh, you should be wearing this or you should be wearing that." I like, I'll wear what the hell I want, and that's why, like, I get a kick out of people who wear whatever they want and do whatever they want because it just lets me know that they really don't give a shit, and it should be that way. It should be, I don't give a shit. I'm going to the store in my slippers and my pajamas, or I'm going to the store commando, and I don't care if I bend over and you see my breakfast or you see whatever. Some people don't give a shit. They just really don't care. They really don't. I saw this lady, she's about maybe, I would say 75, 80, and I know her and her husband. And she waved to me. I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? And she had purple hair. I was like, damn woman, you're like 75 years old, 80, and you're dyeing your hair purple. I'm like, damn, you people don't care. Go for it, Granny. Go, Granny. Dye your hair purple. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Caddy. Yeah, my mom has never worn jeans ever in her life. My mom's never wore pants. My mom wears skirts and dresses. I have not. My mom is 77 years old, and I have never ever seen my mom in shorts or long pants. Never. Always a skirt or a dress. Never ever. I think I saw her in shorts maybe once when we went swimming one time. She put on shorts. Yeah, see. My mom doesn't wear pants or shorts. She wears old dresses and shit and skirts. The only jean thing she wears is jean skirt. She's got couple jean skirts, and she wears bottoms and all that. And she don't wear no pants. I never ever seen my mom wear pants or shorts. Just maybe once. That's it. And that was when she was younger. Yeah, both my grandmas, I never seen them wear shorts or pants either. Always a dress or a skirt. Never ever seen my grandmothers wear pants either or shorts. I have a friend. I've never seen him wear shorts a day in my life. Even at summertime, he'll be wearing jeans or long pants. He don't wear shorts at all. He don't like. He says he just doesn't like shorts. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you people? But hey, it is what it is. People just have this thing where they just don't wear shit. Me, I wear everything. I wear long sleeve, short sleeve. I don't wear no dress, obviously. But I wear long pants, short pants, sweatpants, jeans, dress pants, khakis, whatever. Whatever I feel like wearing, I'm gonna wear it. Like, but I know the women are different. Yeah, it's just a thing. It's just like it's a tradition. No dresses here. I don't cross dress. Never in my life. The only thing closest to a dress that I wore was when I was an altar boy, when I wore the robe. And I used to get teased in school when I was the altar boy in a church. I went to a Catholic church, and I was like volunteer altar boy for the church mass, and I used to have to wear the altar boy robe. And they was like, Mark is wearing a dress, you fag. They used to call me all sorts of names and shit. I was like, yeah, whatever. You call me what you want. Like, I'm serving God, so fuck you guys. Call me what you like. I don't care. I used to get teased a lot when I was the altar boy. They used to say I was, all sorts of things. Yeah. I was an altar boy for 8 years, from 8 years old to 16. And then I, finished. The younger generation took over. Like when you got 16, they was like, yeah, you can't be altar boy anymore. You gotta let the younger generation do it. I was like, all right, cool. I'll keep going. I really don't care. But they was like, nah, you gotta go now. I was like, okay, cool. But at school, nobody would volunteer because you were in front of your whole class and everybody else's class. And I used to get, made fun of. But it's cool. It benefited me in the long run. God loves me and not them. So it's all cool. Yeah, the Catholic Church traditions. The joy of going to a Catholic school and Catholic church not by choice. Yeah, I don't go to church anymore because I think the church is corrupt and it's not the same anymore. They've changed the words, they changed like the system and all that. I don't like that. I went to church a few times here and there, and all the words are different. They say different things that I don't agree on, and they do things I don't agree on. And my church is right here. I give thanks to God every day. I pray every day before I go to sleep. I got my Bible upstairs. Got my little altar upstairs with the Bible, some candles. You know, I'm not afraid to say it. You know, that's who I worship. That's who I love, and that's it. I pray every day before I go to sleep. I force myself to do it, and that's my routine. Before I go to bed, I pray. When I wake up in the morning, I have my bottle of holy water. I bless myself like I'm at church. You know? I heard a man say something interesting today on TikTok. He said, you can go to church even if you don't like to, because you might not like going there because of the people there, but you have to realize you're going there because of the owner of the church, and that's the Lord Jesus Christ. And I say, well, Jesus don't really own the church because he didn't pay for it, he didn't buy it. He's a spirit. So you're still wrong. That's what I wanted to write to him on his comments, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna entertain these idiots. Whatever. In the Bible, it doesn't say you have to go to church. Yeah, exactly, Caddy, and that's fine. You know, my nephews are doing that too. Okay, Cindy. Love you too, sweetheart. Take care and drive safe. I'm glad you came by. I appreciate it. That's my dog in the background snoring. She got her head on the tile and she's snoring. She's something else. Yeah, my nephew is there. You know, I was the last time I went to church, or one of the last times I went to church was to be the godfather of my nephew, my second youngest nephew. I was his godfather back in last June. It'll be almost a year since I went to church. I had to go ahead and a choice. I had to be his godfather. You know, the Catholic religion, confirmation and communion and all that stuff. So, and then next year I have to do it for my youngest nephew because he picked me to be his godfather too. I have like a million godchildren. Then you have like baptisms and weddings and all sorts of stuff. So it's you know, it's all good. I don't mind like going to church for things like that. You know, sometimes it's okay. Actually, no, the last time I went to church was my friend's funeral, and that was 2 months ago. Yeah, that's the last time I went to church. I was saying I went to church recently. What the heck for? That's for the funeral. I forgot about that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, the my oldest sister's kids, they wanted me. They picked me deep down inside, but she didn't allow them to pick me. But my other nephews picked me. I should be the godfather of all six of my nephews, but my older sister and I don't get along, so she don't want me to be the godfather of her kids, even though they wanted me to. I know that for a fact, but you know, it's all good. Sometimes family is just like that. They're just weird. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to be their uncle, so I don't really care if I'm their godfather or not. Being an uncle is more than a godfather, so they can't take that from me, which is all good. I don't really care. But out of the six nephews I have, I'm the godfather of four of them. My brother's kids and my youngest sister's kids. Yeah, which is fun. And I have a couple friends of mine. Let me see. Yeah, I'm the godfather of three of my friends' kids. So I have I think a total of 7 or 8 godchildren altogether. If I'm correct, I think so. I think I'm missing some. I can't remember. I got a few of them. I said 1,000,000, but that was an exaggeration. But I think I'm like 8. I have 8, I think, altogether. Yeah, 8. Yeah, because yeah, I got 8 altogether. Yeah. Yep, which is all good. Some of them from baptism, and some of them from the communion confirmation. I mean, yeah, I don't mind. It's all good to me. Like, if I get picked, I get picked. If I don't, I don't. It don't make no difference to me. Yeah. It's funny because my older sister thought that she was going to be the godmother of my nephew, one of my youngest nephews, and he ended up picking me, right? Which I knew he would, and then she kind of got like jealous and acted like a little childish little biatch. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the religion, and like, because in Portugal, right? Because my parents are from Portugal. Like, how you have, like, if somebody at your wedding is your best man and your maid of honor. In Portugal, like, they don't have that system. They have, like, they pick a couple to be their godparents of the wedding. They don't have like best man and maid of honor. Like, some of them have that and some of them don't. They have like a tradition where you pick godparents. So you can pick like your parents to represent you in your wedding instead of having like your friends or your brothers or something like that. Like, they pick a couple. So my mom and dad are like the godparents of a wedding of a few couples. My parents got picked. Like, so it's a weird like thing. Like, but that's in Portugal, they have that system where they pick a couple to be your like your godparents of your wedding. I found that weird, but like, it's just the way it is. Everybody's different. Yeah. I've been the best man of one wedding. I was my friend's best man in his wedding. And I was in a couple weddings here and there, like in the wedding party. I've been in all my brothers and sisters' wedding, and now both of them are divorced and the other one's not. But I've been in a few weddings. I've been a ring boy in a few weddings too when I was younger. When I was 5 and when I was 7, I was like the ring boy with another little girl. I know I've been in a few of those. You never been in a wedding party? Shit, I've been in a few. I've been in at least 6 now, 5 or 6. 3 with my siblings and another 3 with my friends. And I actually drove in a wedding too. I was the head car in the wedding. This guy I worked for, he wanted me to be in the wedding, but he had like all brothers in his wedding, and he says, "Look, I still want you to be in my wedding, Mark, but like, can you drive my car in my wedding?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, man, no problem." So I drove his brand new car in his wedding. I took him and his wife in the car and took him to church, took him to the reception, took him to the hotel, and kept his car while he was gone. That was like 20 years, and he's divorced too. Shit. I gotta stay away from wedding parties because I end up being in weddings that end up in a divorce. Fuck. Shit. I just thought about that. Nah, I'm just teasing. Yeah, I've been to a lot of wedding receptions too. Um, I've also been to one of my best friend's weddings, and I've also been to one of my best friend's weddings, and I wasn't even involved in the wedding because I was actually dating his ex and took her to the wedding. That wasn't very nice, but you know what? We was like, fuck you. I remember that like it was yesterday. That's crazy. When I look back at all the dumb shit, it's like what the heck? It's a crazy world we live in. But it's all good though. I like weddings. Weddings are cool. Weddings make me laugh. One day I like my own, but if I don't, it's all good. Yeah, I love the food. I like wedding cake. I always tease people on here. If you get married, just remember me. I like cake, and everybody would laugh when I say that shit. Yeah, I've been to a good bit of weddings, but it'll be nice. I would love to have like go have my own wedding one day. I've always like thought about it. Say I wonder if I'll get married one day. Then I'm like, nah, probably not. But if I do, I don't want no big ass wedding or nothing like that. That's too much fucking money. Hey, there you go. Yeah, if I ever were to get married in the future, I probably would have like a small little ceremony on the beach or something, or like just rent a little hall and just have like my immediate family and their immediate family, and that's it. Like have about 50 people and have a nice little thing, or like rent a boat, go on like a yacht or something, and just rent the boat and just have like a big party on the boat. Here I can do that, so I just rent like a little small cruise boat and just that takes like 200 people, and I just like that's what I've always wanted to do too. There's got boats here that take like 200 people, like little small cruise boats, and then I'll just like invite 50 people so we can have like the whole boat to ourselves and just get it catered and have alcohol, food, and just have like a 3 hour wedding. Everybody like get fucked up, just have fun. I would love that. I wouldn't mind. See, here in Bermuda, you can have a wedding anywhere. It's nice. Just have to have good weather if you have it outside. I've had a beach wedding before. I've been to a beach wedding before. I've been to like a hotel where the beach was like everybody went outside and took pictures and then came back in. It was nice. I love I've been to so many freaking weddings, man, now that I think about it. Yeah, there you go. You can look like a mermaid. I love weddings too. Weddings are nice. You get to hear like the speeches and shit, and you get to hear what people say, and it's nice. I like all that stuff. I don't mind. Yeah, exactly. It's a happy time. It's just it's sad that now that my sister's getting a divorce, I remember her wedding very, very clearly, and I still remember it day, minute by minute and hour by hour. And it just sucked. You spend all that money on a nice wedding, and then you get a divorce. That's the fucked up part. I think that's why I would never have a huge wedding because I will always be like, what if I spend all this money on this wedding and then I get a divorce? Like that's fucking bullshit. I don't want to do that. Unless she's paying for it or her family's rich and pays for it, I wouldn't care if it ended up like that. I kind of would care, but then I won't because I didn't pay for it. But yeah, that's one thing I don't like. Cause my sister's wedding, it was like she was a baller wedding. She went to a nice place and like his people have money, so they spent like 20 something grand on the wedding. And I'm like, fuck, this is nice. But then you get a divorce 20 years later. So yeah, I know. I don't think negative like that. And if I ever get married, like I would never think that I'd get a divorce anyway because I know that I'll be the best version of me. You know. I wouldn't be filing for the divorce unless, she was cheating on me or something. But I probably wouldn't get married to just anybody either. That ain't happening. See, I'm smarter, and I think that a lot of people make a big mistake. And the biggest mistake that's made before you get married is not living with each other. If you live with each other before you get married, then you're doing something that you should be doing. But a lot of people get married and they don't even live with each other first. You got to live with each other for at least a year and a bit. Then if I were to meet somebody today and I dated them, and at the end of the year she was like, maybe we should like move in together, I'd be like, okay, cool, I'd do it. And then if I was living together with her for a whole year and I said, you know what, I haven't had no issues, I love living with her, I'm gonna get married. That's the ideal thing for me. Is I have to live with you before we get married. Because I'm not gonna marry somebody I haven't lived with. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Whoever invented like getting married and not having sex and not living with each other is an idiot. Whoever invented that stupid as shit. Because you're going out on a limb, and then you get married and you start to live with each other, and you can't live with each other because you always fighting, or you have issues. What's the sense of getting married? You're supposed to try the product before you get married or before you use it, right? Fuck is that shit? Hell no. A mail order bride? Oh, no. That market don't deal with that. But I know a lot of people that's got them. What do you think on people living together and sleep in separate bedrooms? Oh, no. I can't do that either. Yeah, exactly. We got to build our own home together. That's fine. But like, say if I got my own place, which I do, I have my own apartment, and she has an apartment. I would go live in her apartment for a couple of nights and live in mine in a couple of nights. We'll switch, 1 week here, 1 week there. If we don't want to give up our apartments, or just in case something happens, one of us are going to be screwed and have to go find a new place. Now that's all fine and dandy if that's the way it's going to be, which I will probably do just to be safe. So like I said, if I meet somebody right now that has their own apartment and then we start to, spend the night at each other's apartment half of the week, or 1 week is you, 1 week is me. Yeah, it's like a trial period. And I see that, after a year I can't tolerate you, or you're just annoying and I can't be with you, then I'm not gonna get married to you until I figure out, after maybe 2 years it gets better, and then I finally realize that, or you finally realize that, we're good together, and that's fine. But that whole concept of not living with each other before you get married and all that shit, that's bullshit to me. I can't do that. I always tell people that story. Like, I would never ever get married to somebody I've never lived with. And I'm not living with somebody in separate bedrooms. I know somebody right now that is a very good friend of mine. He's married and he lives in one bedroom and she lives in the other because they don't want to get a divorce. I'm like, what type of fucking life is that? Hell no. I'd rather just get a divorce and get out. I can't live like that. You must be crazy. I ain't living in no bedroom, man. It's either I'm in or you're out. If you ain't in the same bed with me and nah, I can't do that. Yeah, I remember you was telling me, yeah. Yep. But see, like, for instance, I'll say this. I have my own apartment here, and say if I met a woman right now, she was like 41 or 42, and she had her own condo, and her, she's got money, she's got her own place, and then her and I were dating. And then she said to me after 6 months, she would say, "Hey, look, I know you got your own place. I would rather you come here to my condo and live with me. Let's try to live with each other, but I want you to live here with me." And I'll be like, "Okay, sure. I'd try it or whatever. But I also have to remember that that's her condo, that's her house, right? Condo, house, whatever. So when she's good and ready and we have like an argument or something, she'd be like, "Get the fuck out of my house." See, that's something else I can't do either. Because say if I give up my apartment and I come live with you, and then within 6 months you tell me get the fuck out. So I'm gonna go knock on my mom's door and say, "Hey mom, look, my girlfriend kicked me out of the house. We had an argument, so I have to live here for until I find another place." Like, are you fucking kidding me? Now, if it's my house and your house, I'll tell you, I ain't going no fucking where. I'll just go to the other bedroom and then we'll sort our shit out afterwards. That's why you ain't telling me get the fuck out. No, 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 no. And if you were living with me, I wouldn't say get the fuck out unless it was serious. I would say, look, I think it's time for you to leave. You need to get your own place and get out of here. I don't want you here no more. But I'm not kicking you out, but you need to go. That's something different. But imagine being in that situation where you're like, hell no. Yeah, exactly. That's something that I can't deal with. Hey G, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah. But that's the thing, like people it's I don't really mind, but for a woman obviously it's different, because they can tell the guy get out if it's their own house. But that'll always be in back of my mind if a woman asks me to be, go in her house and live with her, it will always be in back of my mind. Yeah, if I fuck up or if we get into an argument, she might say, "Get the hell out of my house, Mark." And what am I gonna do? I can't say. She can call the police and say, "Look, tell this guy get out of my house. I don't give a shit. This is my house. He can't stay here no more." And I might be paying some of the bills, but that don't give me a right. It's not my house. It's not my house. I don't care if you're paying the bills or what. Don't matter. Now I can say I ain't going nowhere, but technically it's her house. She could say get out, and I have to get out. So that's another thing. That's a downfall as well. But these are all like scenarios that we can find ourselves in because you don't have the sole ownership of the house if you move in with the person. Yeah, sure, bro, no problem. So yeah, I mean, I've always had this thing where if I ever get into a long-term relationship and it comes to the point where I have to live with the person, then I'm going to make it perfectly clear when I do live with that person, when that person asks me to live with them, I'm going to say, "Look, sweetheart, I'm going to live with you, but you know you need to like understand that if this happens, I'm going to do this. If that happens, I'm going to do that. And if it ain't going to work that way, then I'm not going to move in with you. I have to have some type of rights or some type of terms or policy we need to sign or some shit like that. You ain't leaving me out on the side or in my car for the night, living out of my car because I gave up my apartment and came live with you. I'm one of those smart guys that ain't gonna get fucked over like that. No, you won't. That's why I would always keep my apartment until for sure that I ain't gonna get kicked out. All right, G, no problem. All right, G. What I got here with the family issue is arguments, and you might had arguments with someone, and this is just like back and forth going and uncertainty. Um, it might make you feel like you're stuck, or you might have no solution to this difficulty at this time. But the person that or the family issue can also be like, getting something for nothing, or doing something and not receiving the full situation, like having this, like assisting and having an ulterior motive at the same time. But I would say, like, try not to help any family members, especially if you know the person's not gonna help you back, or they're gonna like use you and like kick you to the curb. I feel like it's an issue with a woman. And if this is a woman that you have a family issue with, or if it's over a woman, then it ain't gonna go away. It's still gonna be like someone has to confess and come clean in order for shit to get better. So the cards want you to know about this family issue is there's not gonna be no solution to this difficulty or this problem anytime soon. And it could be because a woman's in control, or a woman has to get shit right in order for things to get better. So I don't know if that made sense, but that's what the cards are telling me. Like, if you're uncertain about this whole thing, or you have doubts about it, then try not to argue, or like try to get in any type of argument at all with the situation. Let other family members pan it out, or argue about it. I would say don't get involved if you don't have to. Because a lot of it is advice that's not correct. Yeah, you need a damn lease, you know what I'm saying? At least with me and you, Caddy, I can go sleep in the bathtub if we argue. So that's cool. But who's to say everybody's got a house with a bathtub? Not too many people do. So G, I don't know, man. It's telling me that there's no real solution to this problem, and whatever advice you're getting is the incorrect advice, or somebody's not telling you like the full story in the family situation. Could be to do with a woman or two women. Yeah, and exactly. There you go. See, that's why I said I'll go to the bathroom. All right, G, can you hear me now? Because I'm not getting no. It's not messed up on my end. Yeah, definitely we be solving all our issues in the bathtub, so it's all good. But G, I was saying that oh, so it's acting up. See, it's not acting up on my end. It's nice and clear, and then it's going fine. It's not nothing's wrong on my end. It must be YouTube. Yeah, it must be YouTube, because I have great signal and everything is like, usually when it acts up, a thing will pop up and say you have poor signal, but it's not me. Okay, Ninja. Good. So it's either you guys, or it's like, YouTube action here. But I know my internet's on point because it's all lit up here. It's all fine. I can see like my voice on the bottom. It's all cool. Yeah, Mercury retrograde leaves effects. You're scared your nephew is in trouble with the law. Okay. So it might be to do with a woman then. Because I'm getting that a woman is the issue. So if your nephew is in trouble with the law, it could be because of a woman, or a woman is the issue. Oh, you know that. I mean, he could be in trouble with the law if he's fighting and he's aggressive. He might be like in trouble with the law as far as like conflicts and like aggression and violence. If he's doing that, G, then I would say he will be in trouble with the law to a certain point. But if he gets a lawyer, the lawyer will get him off because he'll put like a lot of like activity or like stuff into it. So if it's to do with like fighting and stuff and aggression, then I would say like his lawyer will get him off and he'll be fine. But I don't think he's gonna be in like no serious trouble because I don't really get nothing bad. I just think that he just has to like prove his innocence or something like that. Or if he defended himself in a fight and there's like footage or something like that, he might get off. But if he has to deal with a lawyer or a court, I think the lawyer would definitely help him get off or buy him time, and it'll be successful. So I would say he's not going to be in serious trouble. But if he did like fight and things like that, he could be in a bit of trouble, but nothing like severe, nothing real serious. 'Cause I got a lawyer here that also can help him, or a lawyer will get involved. He just has to be very cautious on what he does next, because that can affect him even more. So it looks like the trouble is limited. It's not like, severe or something like that's he's gonna be locked up forever or something like that. Like I don't get that. I don't get like imprisonment or something really bad. At least right now it doesn't look bad. Yeah, I don't see nothing bad happening. I don't see like him getting locked up in prison or something like that. And even if he does, it won't be long. It won't be nothing serious. I just think that people on the outside are interfering and making it frustrating, but I still feel like he's not going to be like nothing bad will happen. I just think that the person that he dealt with or the person that he fought is like, um, a little bit too weak and like is like trying to do like some shady shit, but he'll fail. He won't get like there's not enough evidence maybe, or there's not enough like proof that to put him in a place where he's going to be in a bad state. So the trouble with law is limited. It's not right now. It doesn't seem like nothing really severe. It just seems minimum. But if there's a woman involved, then the woman is going to like have a significant say in it. That's what I got from the jump. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, bro. Like, and if he has to choose a lawyer, I would say choose a male. Don't choose a woman. The woman doesn't seem like the option, but a man does. So yeah, G, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look like he'll be in a lot of trouble. With the law, you don't really know too much. Sometimes it's like a lot of bullshit. Yeah, the lawyer looks like he'll come through though. Like he'll be successful. Yeah, the lawyer is good. I'm getting that the lawyer is a good lawyer, and he'll get your nephew off, or he'll solve the issue. Cause I got the Ace of Swords in the end with the lawyer, so it says that you'll get victory. Like he'll find a victory for you guys. So it looks like it'll work. G, you'll be fine. Sure, Ninja. Let's see what we got for this Ninja. All right, Ninja, stay positive so positive things happen to you. Don't post too much on social media. And investigate the person you are dealing with. No problem, G. I think that you'll be fine. I think that the lawyer is really doing his job, and the lawyer will have a significant part in the outcome of the whole case, if there is any case going on where he'll solve the issue. I just think that if there's like a woman figure that's an issue, but as far as your lawyer, he's doing his job, and he'll bring something to justice there. You're welcome, Ninja. No problem. So, G, I don't see nothing bad. I think the lawyer would definitely solve all the issues, which is a good thing. I'll never forget my sister's lawyer. She said, "Your brother did a good job. He had all his information. You guys are fine. He's off the hook. He's fine." I'm like, "You're damn right. You ain't getting me. No, you won't. You can call me whatever you want to say, whatever you want. I got proof. I got proof of everything. You can't get me." And I got him good. My brother-in-law left me alone. Nah, he don't even say fucks. He don't say nothing to his lawyer about me. He tried to get me, but liars ain't got no proof, but I do. Claiming I did this and claiming I did that. Yeah, you want to lie to your lawyer? I'm gonna make you look like an ass. Did I? He think I was born yesterday. And about, I would say maybe it's 2023. I would say about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I went to court, took this guy to court, and got half my money from him that he owed me. Because I won that case too. Fucking lying to the judge and shit. Yeah? Well, here's the proof. Look, take that. Yeah, exactly. It's really sad how people lie and actually believe their own lies. No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen him to talk to him. But I have good news though. I spoke to one of Sue's family members for the first time, and we did Sue came through in mediumship for the first time ever. For her family member and me. And it was amazing. I had such a good time. It changed my whole it changed my day. It made everything better for me. It was so nice to see her. Because I see her, separately, on my own time. I speak to Sue all the time. because I needed her like this past few months. Um, about legal things and stuff like that, because she used to do like law and stuff, right? So I wish that she was alive so I can talk to her about it so I can, get my shit together. But, she still came to me in spirit with all the law stuff. So it was perfectly fine. And I won anyway, thanks to her. But like her, one of her, I'm not going to say who it is, obviously, but one of her family members came to me and we didn't even expect her to come through because it was like, a chance that we took. And she came through one time and she looked amazing in spirit. It gave me goosebumps and made us cry. It was really good to see. I couldn't believe it. It was just like it was a crazy experience to see. Like it was just it wasn't like it wasn't bad at all. It was just like what the fuck moment. It was like it was weird because I don't when you know somebody and you've seen somebody and then you go and read for them for their family for the first time, and it's like it feels weird to do, you know what I mean? And like, when I read for people on here, I don't know who your spirit family is. Like I never met them. And when I have met like, the person that passed away in spirit for the first time, reading for their family, it's different. I don't really have that opportunity too many times. But it was a different experience. Like, because I can talk to Sue anytime I want, because her and I were very close. But like to like have her, you know, give me a reading for her family member, it was the weirdest thing ever. Like it was weird for me. It was different. It's like, and then when I looked at her in spirit and I saw her, like her skin and her face was glowing. She looked great. She had her hair, done up. She had her skin was glowing. I can see her, and she was in a good, very good place. She was happy, and we laughed and we cried. It was nice. It was nice to do. It was a hard reading to do because like it was different for me. I never really like had an opportunity to do that. So like I said, I've been doing this shit for a long time, but like sometimes you do things for the very first time and you're like it affects you. But it didn't affect me like in a bad way. It just affected me emotionally and mentally. Like I'm saying to myself, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. This is so weird. But the end result was us being very happy talking to her. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I know you guys know Sue. So it was beautiful. Yeah, it was nice. I was really happy at the end. I was like, I couldn't believe what I had seen and what I had heard. And I can hear her voice clear as day. I heard her laugh. I heard her tell me shut up a few times because that's what she always used to do. Like it was a weird experience, but it was fun. Like, to like, I don't know how to say it. Like, it's just like she was like, the spirit I had to talk to give the message to her family member. So it was like it was weird because I never had to use her for a family member because no one ever came to me from her family. But I would always talk to her, or she would appear to me, and I would just talk to her, because she's my friend, obviously. And it was easy to tap into her, spirit because I know her. But to do a reading for her, like through her, that's the word I want. Like to do a reading through her for a family member was a different experience. It was like, I had to do it, for that person instead of for me. But it was nice, dude. It was a different experience after all these after and it's been almost 2 years since she's passed away. So it's like it's you had I had to wait that long to actually do a reading through her for a family member. But I'm so happy that I had the chance to do it because it was and it was like 2 hours long of just talking and like crying every couple minutes here and there, laughing, and like it was a little bit of everything, you know. It was a bit of memories and present things and being in a good place and seeing. I saw her grandparents behind her, guiding her and talking to her, and like it's just a good feeling knowing that she's okay. Like I knew she was okay already, but like I got like the super confirmation this weekend that she's perfectly fine. Like she looked better now than she looked when I first saw her. So it's been almost 2 years since she passed away. So, obviously, when you're in spirit world for a while, you look better, you feel better, you're more adapted to the system and the world. So that's the kind of like vibe I got from her over the weekend. So it was nice. The thing is, it was so vivid because I know her. So she made the reading so easy and she made like the time spent with her so easy. But the weirdest thing is like sometimes like if I don't know you, I can't if I don't know the spirit, I can't really hear their real voice because I don't know what their real voice is because I've never met them. But because I know her voice, I actually heard her voice when she was talking to me. And she like kind of took over my body for like maybe 20 minutes and she was just talking through me. Because even like the person I was, her family member said, I don't know if you noticed, but it's like she took over your body to talk to me. And I'm like, oh, I know. It was about 20 minutes. Like she was pretty much talking through me. Like, I let that happen because that's how it works sometimes. But it's only because I trust her that she's not going to affect me in any way. But it was weird. I couldn't even sleep after that. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like this is weird. But it's weird, but it's a blessing at the same time. So I want to let everybody know that she's fine. She's in a very good place and she looks amazing. She doesn't like because sometimes spirits still look sick or they still like haven't really like made that complete like thing. So their complete transformation. It didn't make me tired. It just emotionally like got me because I wanted to cry so much like at some points of the reading, but like I had to keep it together because if I start to cry, then I'll like kind of lose the connection or I'll like kind of like not be focused. So towards the end, like I shed some tears and stuff because I was watching her family member go through it. So it's kind of tough. I wouldn't say it makes me tired. It's just emotionally like tough to see. When I do mediumship for people a lot, they cry right in front of me and it makes me cry or it makes me want to be emotional. And especially because I know her, it was just like, we exchange stories and, pleasantries and things like that. But, it's difficult because like, you know, I didn't want obviously we don't want people to die, but unfortunately she did. And it's life. But yeah, it was good to hear from her and speak to her. It was It's a blessing to know that she's okay. And as I'm talking to her, I can see her grandparents behind her. So I was even happier to see the grandparents behind her. And I was like, "Phew, she's okay." Like, but when I actually saw her face and what she looked like in spirit, she looked different from the rest of the times. All the other times I saw her, we would have conversations and things like that, but she never looked like she looked yet the other day. She looked a lot better. So it was good to see. It made me really happy to see her all dolled up and glowing. When I see that with spirit, it makes me happy because I know that they're in a better place and they're like getting better. They're like their transformation period is getting, it's been almost 2 years. August will be 2 years. So it was nice. I was so happy to do it because I always wanted to see what would happen if I read for her family member through her, like a real reading, like bringing her through for that person. So it's different. It's different. It can be difficult because I know her like that and I love her like that. So it's hard. At first it was difficult, but towards the end we laughed like a lot. So it made it go by better. So I want to share that story with a lot of other my friends that loved her and stuff. I don't really want to post it because it's a reading that I did for her family members, so I don't really want to like put it out there, people's business out there. But I just want to let everybody know that I read for one of her family members and it went really well and she's doing good. You guys have the right to at least know that part. Obviously, I'm not gonna, talk about somebody's reading because that's not fair. But she doesn't mind anyway, but because she knows how much you guys dealt with her. So I made that perfectly clear. We all had a role in Sue's life being extended further than it was supposed to be. She made that clear that by coming in here and being with all of us and having fun and talking shit and laughing and talking about life made her life extend further. Instead of being home depressed dying of cancer, she you know had a place to go to and have fun and laugh and have something to live for and look forward to. So yeah. And I guess that's why like I've seen so many signs and so many things because that day was coming and I realized that that's probably why I saw so many signs. I've seen so many signs, so many spiritual like indications, and now I know why. Yeah, she was the best. She would come in the chat room and all you girls would just be like talking shit and teasing me and she would start the ball rolling and then when she was around you and you guys and Vanessa and some other chicks and it'll be like shit talking central. And it's like you guys would have like a boy. And that made her day. Like that made her live longer, believe it or not. And I made that clear when she passed away because she said that to me before she passed away that made her live longer. Was coming in here and Instagram and having fun. Yeah, it's funny. Like you know, it was just because I knew and nobody else knew. See, I kept her secret. She asked me not to say anything because she don't want everybody to feel sorry for her and keep talking about it in the chat room and making everything feel like awkward. And I never made it clear that I never made it like obvious that something was wrong because I didn't want to do that to her. But when it was all said and done, I made everybody know that, she made it. We made it all possible for her to live longer because she looked forward to coming in here, talking shit, laughing. You know, some nights she would text me and say, "My stomach's hurting from laughing." You guys don't know how happy I am to be in this chat room and be a part of you guys. People who didn't even know she was sick because she didn't act like it. She didn't look for sympathy. She was tough. So, yeah, it was a blessing to see her again. And I love her to death, and she's done a lot for me. And it was nice finally, like doing a reading. I knew it was gonna come one day. One of our family members were gonna come to me, but the weird thing is, like, the family member that I dealt with, she didn't even want a mediumship reading, but it just ended up coming out like that. It was the craziest thing ever. Like usually we do like cards or something, but I didn't even touch the cards. I didn't have to. The cards never got used during the whole read because she just like completely said everything that the person needed to know. I was in shock. Like I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? I weren't expecting like it to go that well, but hey, what can it's good though. I was happy. It made my whole year to see her. So that's why it's so even if you die, just know that you're always going to be with the people that you once loved and cared about in a physical presence. And when you die, there's nothing to be worried about. You're going to go, if you ain't done dumb shit and you worship God and you know that you're going to have that chance to be with the people that you once knew that are passed away, you're going to be with your aunts, your uncles, your children, your siblings, whoever, like friends, family, whatever, your pets. You're always going to like be with them eventually. And it's a great feeling to be with them from what I see. So like to me, I don't really fear death or like, I don't want to die, obviously. I want to stick around and help as many people as I can in my lifetime. And I always ask God to spare my life because I don't want to be in the spirit world no time soon. I want to like do more here on earth because I feel like I'm more effective here than I would be there. There would probably be like my retirement from it all. But I'll probably still help obviously in the spirit world as well. But like my whole point is like you should never fear death because you're going to die anyway. And when you do, you have a lot to look forward to. You get to see all your friends and family that you haven't been seeing since they died. And that becomes a blessing. And for me, I have a lot of good people in spirit that I love and care about and that help me. And if I ever die, when I die, not if I ever, but when I die, I know that I'm gonna have a great time in the spirit realm too. And everybody should feel the same way. Don't fear death. It's inevitable. It's guaranteed. It's gonna happen. But the least you can do is like understand that when you do go, you'll have your whole family again and your friends again. You get to chill with all of them every day, but just in a, not in a physical presence, but a spiritual one. And that's when you have the most time. Oh, there you go. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, you're always going to see those people again. There's going to be that day where you see each other again. It's like when my auntie died last week. The first image of her I got was her with her husband. And they were both hugging each other. And like my uncle looked younger and he looked different. and she was wearing like a white blouse with a blue and white dress with a blue dress with white flowers on. I saw her so clear. And then when my sister posted up her picture on her WhatsApp, I was like, fuck, this is the picture I saw of my auntie just now. Same shirt, same everything. And I never seen that picture before. But she pretty much showed me her in spirit. Like that's the first thing that she wanted was her husband. She's been a widow for like 16 years now. And it's difficult, for people. It's difficult to be living in a house in a mansion like all by yourself and your husband's been dead for 16 years. When you do die, you're in spirit again with that person, so it was nice for me to see. This has been like one of those weeks where sometimes I can't understand how life is. Like sometimes it makes you think so much that you're like, is this really real? Like, am I really seeing this shit, or am I really talking to these people? Like it makes you, I don't doubt it because obviously, I do it and I know it's real, but it's just like, it's not a doubt. It's like a what the fuck moment. Like, is this really happening right now? Like, is God really blessing me to see my friends and family and spirit in a good place? Like, it really is like the transformation of physical to spiritual world is really, it's really a blessing. It really is a good place to be if you're a good person. So to see my auntie in spirit happy with my uncle again was a blessing. And literally days later, I see Sue with, talking about her family and me and things like that, and just being there, like seeing them happy and seeing them in a full good mood. That makes me the happiest person ever when I see how happy they are, even though they're not here in real life. So that's why I tell people you have a lot to look forward to if you're a good person. Just don't be dumb and don't be stupid and don't do dumb shit. And you might not go to hell. You might be spared. And you might as well be that way because you don't know where you're going. Unless you want to be hot for the rest of your life, burning. Because when I see people like Sue and my auntie and other people that I read for, and they're not burning, because I don't see hell and devilish shit anyway. I refuse to see that, nor do I want that. I work for God, not the devil. So like when I see spirit happy and when I see spirit dressed a certain way or wearing something a certain way or saying things, it makes me happy to know that person is spiritually happy. What's wrong with that? That's, to me, that's a blessing. Me neither. Not planning on going down. I all the way up. That's where I'm going. But anyway, let me get out of here. It's almost 2:00 in the morning here. But it's been a pleasure, and I've had a good time tonight. It's been a good weekend. I've been really blessed by God and by spirit to see my auntie, my uncle, and Sue this past 3 days, all in spirit, all happy. And that makes me really happy. And I try not to like cry or get emotional, but it's hard not to, because like when you know people and you've seen people and you know who they are, like to see them happy in spirit means the world to me, and it should mean a lot to everybody. Don't think that it's a bad thing. It's all good. Once you see them and like it's a blessing. It's nice to see people happy in spirit. It makes me happy as fuck. But till next time, I don't really pressure them at all. They just come when they want to, which is great. Yeah, praise the Lord. You too, Ninja. Sleep well. Caddy, good seeing you guys. And I just wanted to share that story with you both because I know you both know her. and just wanted to share that. And if anybody hears this or sees this, just know that she's doing really, really well now, and I'm happy for her. Alrighty. I hope you guys all have a great week to come. Enjoy your holiday tomorrow for the Americans out there. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Love you guys, and I'll be on tomorrow probably, and have fun as usual. Yeah, I did. I finally did. Like, I talked to her, one on one, but never have I talked to her to do a reading for a family member. Never. It hasn't happened, even though she's been passed away. So it was different, but wonderful at the same time. Like, it was different, and she made it so easy for me. So easy. It was probably the easiest mediumship reading I've ever done in my life, because I know her, and to hear her voice and to see her face, it was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like, it just made my day. It made me so happy to see her and hear her voice, because I don't really get the privilege of doing that too many times, and seeing and hearing that, because, like, when I'm doing mediumship majority for people I've never seen in my life, and I have to describe them. So I didn't even have to do that, because we both know who she was, But to hear her, and to allow her to take over my body for a couple minutes to get the message across to her family member, it was like, I'm blessed to do that. And I made the person's year. The person that I read for, like, her family member, was like in total shock and totally happy. But anyway, this week ended good. That's a good thing. A lot of good things are happening. So I want to keep it that way, keep it positive, and keep everybody happy, and keep things, on the up and up. So all's good. Anyway, love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Alrighty? Take care, and have a good holiday.